Hello everyone! I'm Nate Fulong, a senior in electrical engineering here at the University of Kentucky and a student worker at the Innovation Center on campus. Today I'm going to be going over the process of using these new Makergear M3 printers in the lab, each of which was generously donated by the UK College of Engineering Young Alumni Philanthropy Council. Therefore, without further ado, we can go ahead and start on the printing process, which is going to begin at our slicing software, which for these printers is going to be Prusa Slicer. Now that I have Prusa Slicer open, the slicing process for the Makergear M3 is pretty much the same as any other printer. However, first we're going to need to download a new printer profile that's going to work with our Makergear. Therefore, we'll go to the Innovation Center Canvas page, and we'll navigate over to the FDM3D Printers tab. Now that this is open, we just have to scroll down and look for our Makergear M3 printer. Here it is. So this profile right here, this downloadable profile, is what we need for Prusa Slicer to work with our Makergear. So I'm going to go ahead and get this downloaded. And now we'll navigate back over to Prusa Slicer. Now from here, we're going to go ahead and import our file. As a configuration, we're going to go to Downloads, and here we are, Makergear Universal. So we're going to go ahead and open that up. We're going to say OK. And here we are. Now we're pretty much good to go in the usual way. However, just as a side note, if you want to save any of these as your own personal settings, so you don't have to import this every time, all we have to do is use this little save current printer settings, name it something new, such as Makergear, and hit OK. And we can do that for the filament settings and print settings as well. Now that we have our Makergear settings updated and saved, the process is pretty much the same as any of our other printers on Prusa Slicer. We're just going to go ahead and go in here and use the add function, add in our STL file. I'm just going to use this little benchy, and now we're pretty much good to just hit slice and export our G-code. One important thing to take note of is that these printers will look for a specific path whenever a USB is plugged in. Therefore, whenever we export our G-code, we're going to make sure that our G-code is placed into a folder called To Print. So now I'm just going to go ahead and rename this just as 3D Benchy. I'm going to save that. Now the printer will be able to recognize what I'm trying to print whenever I plug this USB in. Now that our USB loaded up with our G-code file has been plugged into our printer, we're pretty much ready to go. All we've got to do is navigate over to this print menu, click on Load File, go to the USB submenu, and there we have it, our 3dbenchy.gcode. So we'll go ahead and get that selected, and all we have to do is hit Print, and now the printer will handle the rest.